suburban churches were to even do what you put forth, it would help a lot. I mean, the kids, today if you're an African-American parent who's a real believer, you got two choices. Homeschool, and that's more practical than it used to be. It used to be almost impossible.
Yeah.
But there's still real issues with that. And the second one is Christian schools, which are almost all suburban schools, which cost a lot of money.
Money and transportation, and time, everything.
A lot of stuff, and then unfortunately, in some of the schools, then you got to deal with some racial stuff in the schools.
Sure.
Okay, unfortunately, but that's even Christian schools.
Well, they're secular. Very few Christian schools are Christian.
He's right about that.
Very few Christian schools are biblical.
Amen.
Biblical.
Very few Christian schools.
Those are, so the public schools are so bad in terms of what they teach the kids. Okay, about morality, right and wrong, so forth and so on, hatred of America, hatred of, everything. That's why the kids are the way they are. They are good kids. They've just been indoctrinated that way. If you take the same kids, I take my kids and indoctrinate those kids the right way, you never had no trouble.
That's right.
They are good citizens. They're trying to be lawyers, doctors, everything else. It's just what you put in the kids' heads. This issue is the preeminent issue. It's not just your education. What kind?
What kind? What you're getting taught.
Amen. Amen.
We've got a friend who teaches in Houston, and they've got 11,754 teachers in Houston district. Houston itself, the city of Houston is larger than 26 states in the United States. So it's a massive school system. There's 387 schools. And in teacher training, they told that, again, he's a good teacher, nominated for Teacher of the Year, kids love him. In teacher training, they told the teachers, if a child asks you a moral question, you cannot give a moral answer. He said, wait a minute, let me see if I get this right. If a kid comes up to me and says, I want to go rob the convenience store, I'm not allowed to say you can't do that. They said, that's exactly right. You tell the kid, you do what you think you need to do. And you can't even say it's wrong to rob. And that's 12,000 kids in a, 387 schools.
Now think about if you already think the world's against you.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And you're coming up with that, okay?
Because no parameters are being built into your life.
What are you going to do as a kid?
Exactly. In the school district that I graduated from high school, they implemented what you just said, a completely neutral policy on anything dealing with morality and sexuality. So if a kid asked the question, it was neutral from the school. Under President Obama, the education department came in and said it is illegal to have a position of neutrality. The teachers and the school district must have a position of advocacy. And so they sued my school district as an example. And they said neutrality is discriminatory. And so they not only did the school cave, but they had to pay $5 million a year to the Department of Education to bring in these fakes who would come in and then teach advocacy, and then they would send in random people to pull kids out of classrooms every once in a while to monitor, to make sure that that's what they were doing. That's exactly what they're doing. That's how bad it is.